Lynn looked disgusted. Good Lord, what man in robotics has not been investigated and cleared to death by your people? Yes, I vouch for him. If you can't trust a man like Humphrey Carl Laszlo, then we're in no position to face the kind of attack you say they are launching, no matter what else we do. I've heard of Laszlo, said Breckenridge. Good. Does he pass? Yes. Then I'll have him in and we'll find out what he thinks about the possibility that robots could invade the USA. Not exactly, said Breckenridge softly. You still don't accept the full truth. Find out what he thinks about the fact that robots have already invaded the USA. Laszlo was the grandson of a Hungarian who had broken through what had then been called the Iron Curtain, and he had a comfortable above suspicion feeling about himself because of it. He was thick-set and balding, with a pugnacious look graven forever on his snub face, but his accent was clear Harvard, and he was almost excessively soft-spoken. To Lynn, who was conscious that after years of administration, he was no longer expert in the various phases of modern robotics, Laszlo was a comforting receptacle for complete knowledge. Lynn felt better because of the man's mere presence. Lynn said, "What do you think?" A scowl twisted Laszlo's face ferociously. That they're that far ahead of us. Completely incredible. It would mean they've produced humanoids that could not be told from humans at close quarters. It would mean a considerable advance in robomentalics. You're personally involved, said Breckenridge coldly. Leaving professional pride out of account, exactly why is it impossible that they be ahead of us? Laszlo shrugged. I assure you that I'm well acquainted with their literature on robotics. I know approximately where they are. You know approximately where they want you to think they are is what you really mean, corrected Breckenridge. Have you ever visited the other side? I haven't, said Laszlo shortly. Nor you, Dr. Lynn. Lynn said, No, I haven't either. Breckenridge said, Has any robotics man visited the other side in 25 years? He asked the question with a kind of confidence that indicated he knew the answer. For a matter of seconds, the atmosphere was heavy with thought. Discomfort crossed Laszlo's broad face. He said, As a matter of fact, they haven't held any conferences on robotics in a long time. In 25 years, said Breckenridge. Isn't that significant?